Subtle thing that you might not realize about this is about this effect right here. First, when I read this, I thought this was a intervening if clause. The way that those works is that the condition has to be met before the trigger goes on the stack and during the resolution. So I thought that you had to complete a dungeon before these triggers hit the stack in order to get the 2 copies. But there's this little word here instead, which means this is a replacement effect. And because the trigger condition is part of the first sentence and not the second sentence, this means what we have here is a self-replacement effect, which all that means is that it's an effect that changes its own effect. And for these, you don't have to have the condition met before the trigger goes on the stack. It checks it on resolution. The point of all this is to say that if we're on the 4th level of the dungeon, and we have 4 triggers of this, which is going to make more of these to make copies of these, the first trigger will resolve like normal. We'll get 1 copy of Tomb of Horrors Adventurer. That will give us the initiative, which means we enter the final room and we can complete the dungeon. The rest of those triggers are going to see that we've completed a dungeon and we're going to get 2 copies instead. Isn't this card just awesome?